Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Frozen Synapse 2. So I had some time to think about this. I think this is the way we're going. This is a thing a couple of people suggested. I will say that I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the royalty theme, which is why I tried to frame the last two guys as being sort of like an early 2000s wacky villain becomes wacky anti-hero thing. Because man, if we just name all of our units after royalty and like ranks of landed gentry, then what we are is a bunch of monarchists who showed up to the city to take it over by force, and I'm not super comfortable with that, but I guess that's where we are. Do you remember the last time we played a game where we were the good guys? That would be nice. That would be nice to have again. That said, I do think that's a good name. That name is too long. Then why did you let me enter it? I really like the Prince of Pistols rather like over something like Prince Pistol, because it sounds way more like a movie they might have watched on MST3K, or also alternatively a character from Preacher. Can we just do Prince of Pistols? If there's a character limit, okay. If there's a character limit, the character limit ought to be imposed in that field, right? It shouldn't let you enter things it won't accept. That's a very strange design. Anyway, Prince of Pistols. And then some people pointed out that probably the minigun unit has earned a name, right? I think that's fair. The minigun unit, if not through acts of bravery, at least through sheer bloody-minded effectiveness. Boy, oh boy, has this minigun killed a lot of enemies. And so some people were suggesting things like this, which I rather like. This sounds like it could be a character in a comic book who maybe is of questionable morals, but can be relied on to do the right thing every once in a while. You know, carries a really big gun and enjoys using the really big gun. There aren't really that many, like, morally acceptable uses for a huge gun, but eventually Minnie comes around to the side of good, and she starts using her gun solely to murder evildoers, which is still kind of shaky ground, and also to fight unreasonable copyright extensions. She's got a red and white polka dotted bow on her head, and also there's one on the gun, and you know, she has some feelings about the state of copyright law in this country. Alright. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. I remember. I was gonna take my sweet building cert and try to purchase a building as though this was a building coupon, because I don't know how the mechanics of this game work. We're gonna learn some things. So, we want somewhere that is a little bit more suited to this whole weird peninsula than our second building is. So why don't we, like, something in this block I think makes sense. We can take a luxury housing, right? It's housing and office space are the two that I'm allowed to take. Let's send Strike Fear over there and see what's what. I've launched an operation to luxury housing. We're going to show up at the door and be like, this is my building, I have a coupon, and they're going to be, oh yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine, we're cool with that. And also, we got to make some money. Contracts, right? Let's find a contract. Something quick, ideally. Like, I would like something lucrative, but also committing a squad to a building for 12 hours at this point in the game is maybe not the best plan. Yeah, this actually kind of sucks. Estimated military strength at target mid-high, so go do a real mission, and we'll pay you 4,500 whole dollars. Well, we can certainly just deliver an item for 10k. 90, you know, almost 10k. I'm fine with that. Let's do that one. So let's send out the second defense squad, because they're kind of not going to be able to really defend a base anyway. Honestly, is this a one-person job? No, we probably shouldn't do that. I was thinking we could really lower our cost on this mission by only sending one unit to do it, but then if they get stopped for the package, we don't get paid. Like, this is fine. It's fine to do it this way. And the real strike team is here regenerating so they can cover the base while we're out. You know what else we haven't really done? We haven't interacted with the factions too much. Like, there's a lot of stuff about this game that I do not know. Would you like to use your building certificate to found a new base here? It actually totally does work that way. That's insane. That's insane, but yes, do that. I'm not going to make this anybody's home base. I don't even... The home base distinction is just for UI shortcutting, right? Like, it doesn't actually matter. Alright, well, you guys just chill here for a while, I guess. So we have a team now in each building. What we need to do is put together the money to put together like a cheapo third defense squad to hold this building, and then we have 2 real strike teams running around. I feel a little bit better about our coverage, although we still have this area and this area could really use a building. But yeah, let's chill here for now. Alright, pick up the thing. Go to the place. Where am I going? I should have maybe... Okay, that's quite a long drive, but also... I don't really care how long this squad is out doing stuff. And we have... been alerted to the presence of a Sonata force by Safeguard. Balakwa Pachin et par now. I bet, for the purpose of this story, he's not going to say anything about what happened, but he probably has some feelings about what happened. SB has shown that they're willing to collaborate in a respectful and effective manner. I'm pleased to be working with them again. Oh, okay. He's taken that tack. We beat him, so now we're above him in the hierarchy he keeps in his mind, and he has to be deferent. Looks like we've caught them early. If we strike now, we can shut them down. Okay, oh, well, alright, well, let's do that thing. Sorry, where is it? I didn't even... Oh. Well, that's inconvenient. I guess we send the base defense squad, although I'm not 100% comfortable with that. It's a pretty good team of dudes. We definitely want to move the minigun back out to a strike team at some point, but we gotta get some money first, which I guess we'll do here. And hopefully nobody will attack our base and steal all our cool relics while we're gone. Do we have any active relics here, or are they all expended already? They are, in fact, all expended already. Okay, so I guess I don't think it's that likely that anybody's gonna attack. Let's send in the base defense squad. And just be really careful with our faction leader. I think at this point we could really use the gun. What is this? List, I've been told that guests are running a political smear campaign here in Silver Arbor. This is not something that we wish to continue, so please deal with it. Okay, so see, this is tricky for me. I need to know, like, what does political smear campaign mean? I know that it's difficult, well, probably impossible, right, from a technical standpoint, for there to be more context for this thing, given that the whole campaign is procedurally generated and they don't want to have to try to simulate down to the level of, like, naming individual people and giving them motivations in the city. But, like, I might be cool with this, or I might not, and it's hard for me to know. Also, we know that Guest shows up heavily armed to places. And I suppose we could send Strike Fear too. Actually, do I know where this is? I don't remember Silver Arbor. That's a guest team. Okay, it looks like this is the only guest team we can see on the map behind the window here. You really should be able to click on, like, show me where that thing is happening. But sure, yeah, let's try to deal with it. You know what I could use is money. I could use additional funding. So these guys are not, I guess, super well outfitted. Whatever, it's fine. Let's turn on the district view. Silver Arbor is... okay, down here. Alright, we are about to encounter Guest's Intelligence Gathering Squad. That's not a good name for this squad. Should we give Brianna Bartleby a chance to give up? We're here to intimidate you? How do you feel about that? Okay, you feel like you should destroy us? That's fair. I can see where you're coming from on that one. So we don't have any idea what we're looking at in this intelligence gathering squad. We didn't do any intelligence gathering. That is a real oversight on my part. But hey, we gotta see what this turret unit is like, right? Let us interact with Strike Fear 2. Man. Guest is definitely going to want to wipe us out at some point here. We're stepping all over them. I mean, they weren't funding us that much anyway, so we're going to lose funding from them, but we're going to gain funding from Silver Arbor. This is probably going to work out in our favor. And to be fair, my job is to defend the city district people in particular. Why have you decided to disrupt our important work? We're merely exposing the moral bankruptcy at the heart of the MGMC. I mean, that's probably right. They're probably doing a good job. I don't know. I don't have any way of knowing this sort of thing. Right, we're in enemy territory. They have a lot of units. They have, honestly, not that many good units. What is this? Oh, it's a riot shield. Okay. Yeah, they only have 2 rifle units. Okay. So I suppose this is like the... This is the cyberpunk version of this thing. So this unit is... We have no idea how the turret unit works. We walk down here and go like this. What happens? Sorry, can you not be moved? Wait a minute. You can move, right? Okay. He just didn't move because he could see an enemy. Alright, well, how about this? Go like that. Aim this way. We're gonna attach a... Oh, you know, we're in deployment. What am I doing? I can just have this unit start close to where I want them to be. Wait, what is wrong with this? I'm not in an enemy's line of sight. It's telling me I can't place here because I'm in an enemy's line of sight? Ooh, where? Oh, wait, hold on. There's a couple of basically invisible enemy units up here that I guess are the problem. So I mean, pretty much everywhere is in an enemy's line of sight then. We could start up in here. Seems odd. But I'm just kind of curious. It seems like it takes an extremely long time for this unit to draw a bead. Does this thing have any value at all? I kind of wish there was a little bit of text or something to inform you how units are supposed to work when you acquire them. Because as it stands right now, I have no idea what this unit is for. Alright, just kind of, yeah, be looking this way, generally. This guy, we can have him start right up against the building. You know, do this thing. Probably be pretty safe here. Make sure we're all the way against the wall. Okay, maybe we'll get lucky with some AI thinking they can do some things they can't do. And then this guy, I guess we can stand here and we don't get a focus diamond no matter what. We can aim just kind of like generally at in a position where we can see all of the doors on this side. We'll see if he does anything at all. When he eventually fired, it was cool looking at least. What if I'm aiming directly at where he comes out? Does that do anything at all? I'm having a little bit of a problem with the UI here. So you really have to put yourself in a position where you have vision of the enemy for like a really long time, where this guy just doesn't do anything. So I guess we'll use the turret guy to do what we were going to use the scope rifle guy to do, I guess. Just get out of the way. This guy come out here. Ah, man. Okay. I'm trying very hard to just like adjust the position of... Why is it creating more waypoints? I just want you to step a little bit out. Why is that so difficult? The collision box sizes for objects and the visual size of the object is rarely related, it seems like. Okay, here we go. We'll do this. Okay, it looks like we maybe get him, and we maybe acquire the second target really quickly. Just gonna try to use the long turn thing here as a way of observing actual behavior. Yeah, so he acquires the second target. Once he actually starts firing, maybe he's really effective, but it takes him forever to fire the first time, so I'm not clear on when that would be useful. And it seems like it really sucks if he has to stand still and spin up for a long time, then the fact that he stops immediately upon seeing an enemy is a real problem. So, like, continue on sight, maybe? I just want to make sure he actually gets to the position we're telling him to go to. And then without an explicit aim order, does he not... He just doesn't do any shooting at all? Like, I told him to continue on sight, but that shouldn't be the same thing as, shouldn't be the same thing as you are never allowed to shoot again. Okay, he eventually starts aiming, although it takes so long that he is vulnerable to pistol fire. Alright, we're gonna play with this unit as we continue through here. We're gonna try to figure out a use for this thing. It seems like you can't put him anywhere where he's going to get seen in the first 2 turns of the mission. I'm thinking like maybe if we can draw these guys in some other direction, I guess they're going to be able to see this. I'm trying to figure out like how could we possibly put this guy in a position where he's going to have the time that he needs to start spinning up his weapons. I think I am going to try this. We'll see if he does anything at all. Alright, so Scoped Rifle guy's got that under control. Baron Boom is going to try some area denial over here. Right, very simple. If somebody were to try to run around here, does the grenade explode in time? Okay. Once you've done that, you probably actually need to go this way. I was thinking about having him back off, but I'm a little worried that this might happen, right? And if we back off here, that puts us in a really grim position. Okay. Comfortable with that. You're aiming. You need to have this order. I don't know. I assume these pistol guys are going to back off. Trying to charge toward us is suicide as much as they need to have that that short angle to win. There's no way the AI is going to think it's safe to just run at me here. And then we're going to have to worry about these guys eventually. As always, mostly I'm concerned about this. Actually, let's make sure of something though. This guy can't get a position that allows him to hit me with a flamethrower from safety, right? No, if he wants to step out enough to be able to hit me, he's going to have to brave pistol fire. Alright, let's commit it. We'll figure out how to use the turret. At the price we paid for it, I'm hoping that it doesn't turn out to be an extremely narrow and generally bad unit, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so hold on, he's doing something there. He saw this guy for like a second at the end of the turn. Well, I mean, keep doing that, I suppose. So I want to, obviously, I want to fire a grenade into this room. We have to be really careful about how we do it. I want to shoot it pretty deep. But like, if I do it this way, how much time does that give them to shoot me? A huge amount of time. But if this guy does figure out what's going to happen, he runs over here and he's aiming this way. Yeah, it's enough time though. That's a shame. They're far enough inside the building that grenades from the back wall are just not going to reach them. That said, I don't expect them to run forward because of the smokes, so we could like creep in here and try to stay crouched behind tables and fire grenades over them, but I'm a little worried about that in terms of them just like being able to run forward and get me, right? If I try to do something clever, sneaking around the tables, and they just run like a pistol and a knife guy forward, that probably actually is a real problem. can't fire over that half cover. Maybe the play is to just not worry about that. Shoot a grenade like here. We'll trust that this is just going to stay blocked off long enough for them to ignore it. Alright, well, let's hope that that works out. I'm a little concerned that we may get murdered by... If a knife guy tried to run around here, he would get here, right? They're fast? Yeah, they're fast enough, certainly. Beard and Boom may have to continue up this way. Sorry, you still have some orders left over. May have to continue up this way and try to use this door. Alright, and you... Here's a real concern, right? So it would be really cool if we could get in range to be a threat to that guy. We cannot. If he wants to just run forward and kill my turret, I've actually put myself in a position where nothing can stop that from happening. Nope, that's not going to work. Well, since that's not stoppable, basically I can only win by them choosing not to do that. Do I want to instead run scoped rifle around this side? Probably. You know, I kind of forgot there was a knife over here. I was thinking that this is like a pistol and a machine gun, or an SMG. This is actually really bad. Okay, what about... Do I get... No, I don't get anywhere near there. How early can I fire... Let's see. Actually, I guess I want this. I just want to play with different positions on this line. Like, how early can I fire and have the grenade totally block the entrance? So something like that is the best we can do. It's not going to be fast enough. But we do probably have to do this anyway. Like, maybe the knife guy doesn't do this thing. And if he doesn't run in here immediately, then we do need to block this door to prevent him from coming around to that plan eventually. But, yeah. I'm actually in a position where that knife dude gets to kill our, he gets to kill our turret if he wants. Not a lot I can do about it. You know, it's the first episode after the weekend, and I'm, as should be obvious from me struggling with the UI, I'm a little rusty, maybe. Okay, he's doing like a weird dance. Not making the most efficient path. Still too efficient. Oh, our turret will eventually shoot him. If I just wait 40 seconds, turret will eventually attack him. Alright, so your plan is different now that there's no longer a pistol guy waiting there. We can threaten here. It's still not safe for any of them to come out here, and they know it. This guy is just going to get his kill, and there's nothing I can do about it unless he decides to like do weird zigzags for no reason, in which case maybe we get him. But I don't actually think anything has changed here. I'm gonna bounce this off of the inside of the door frame. It's important that we fire this grenade in a way that doesn't kill the pistol, right? Doesn't kill our prince. This is a problem, though. And again, not one I can actually do anything about. Yeah, this is just... I just did bad here. I did a bad thing. I have done a bad job. And we kind of have to wait for this to play out. There's nothing I can do about a lot of the problems we have here. We have to advance the situation a little bit. Okay, they've chosen to do wrong things in many, many ways. They hate winning, and I really appreciate that. What are you... Oh. You have a focus target. Okay, so apparently this guy's going to completely disregard orders because he hates that knife so much. Which is going to get him killed almost certainly. How do I... If I order him to continue on site and give him a focus order, will he actually shoot at things in the focus diamond once... No, he won't. Okay, so the presence of this knife has completely disabled my ability to target enemies, it looks like. I guess part of the problem is that I can already see him. Avoiding getting murdered by this pistol is looking like it might be a challenge. He's got the crouch on me. What if I'm gonna try to get this between him and me and hope that blocks line of sight enough for me to get away? Nah. Yeah, that's really bad. Seems like moving full speed actually... Okay, I might be able to escape. So you have to bail. Okay. So we can get out of that guy's way. Unfortunately, that means this doorway is sort of available to them, although I did fill it with toxic gas, so that's good. We're not going to be able to fire the grenade launcher again this turn no matter what, I don't think. Like, you get to hear... Actually, is the crouch necessary then? If... No, what's breaking line of sight is the full cover. Okay. So let's say this guy continues focusing in this direction. But he's creeping along. Okay, he gets me in that case. So I'd love for our prince here to be able to flank this guy and take him, but there's a bunch of versions of this where that does not work. We still have this to worry about as well. So maybe actually what we do here is we wholly disregard the existence of this dude, of this enemy pistol. We just come over here and hold this doorway against the SMG that's coming in. We trust Turret Man to be able to deal with the other pistol. And if he can't, then we just die, and that's what that is. Alright, so you need to run behind the wall, and then, like, at some point, we want to do this thing to, again, just lock this up. Okay, we do get to fire the grenade launcher again. Let's have you wait in this position for like a second. And I want to be out there standing in the open for as little time as possible, but we do need to fire that other grenade. That's like really important. Let's try 2-ish seconds, because apparently 2 seconds exactly is a little difficult for me to enter. Yeah, that's not bad. Play around with some different versions of this pistol guy doing stuff. Okay, so if he charges, he can get our pistol guy without question, but also we can get him with the turret. This is tricky because you are completely stuck. Like, clear focus / ignore? How can I get you to stop caring about that knife? Why did it lay down 2 waypoints? Well, that's bad. Okay, come on. Really? You just can't pass between those 2 cars at all? Despite the fact that this is like 2 person widths? No, you totally... The pathing in this game This needs to be a little bit further over. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I guess that's what I have to do. I have to back off, because as it stands in the open here, I'm in a bad shape, but if I have some cover, things are probably a little bit better for me. Alright.
System primed.
Don't worry, turret guy, you're gonna get to kill somebody eventually.
Unit down.
Wow, okay. Really? Come on. So, turret unit is bad, is what we've learned. Try to, like, get out of range, basically. The good news is, we've done now to the submachine gun what was being done to our rifle over there. Now he's, like, really locked on target. The bad news is, there's no way out of it. It's like, what if he's not moving anymore? I'm thinking that if he's still moving, we can maybe do something like this and execute a duck somewhere that lets us dive behind that. I definitely wanted to do that around here. No, if he's not moving, we're just dead, actually. If he does continue moving toward the turret, like if his actual move order was something like this and then the unit got stuck on me, then running for cover to buy time for the turret unit to actually aim maybe makes sense. We can't get far enough away. That's the second time it's done that, where I double-clicked and it made 2 waypoints. And then when I tried to move what I thought was one, it just moved one of them. That's strange. What is the version of this where we survive the longest? Is basically what I'm wondering. Because we're trying to buy time here, right? I think it's that. Good luck, little dude. We're probably dead, though, right? At this point, we have basically 1 combat unit. Neither one of these guys can be relied on to kill anybody, anywhere, ever. I just don't have a lot of moves here. The good news is, I actually might be able to crouch my scoped rifle behind a car. Okay, so the turret guy just won't shoot people. But the scoped rifle guy crouched behind a car may actually solve the level. I'm gonna issue a 10-second wait order. Why did that not? Okay, there we go. I don't know what is going on with the UI today. Here, do this.
System primed.
Just sit there. Just sit there and wait. Oh, I can't quite see him, I guess. Kill him? Oh, he's crouched. Okay. Trying to figure out how we're gonna generate any kind of angle on these guys. Yeah, this piece of cover is really inconvenient. I mean, they're actually not going to let me just crouch in the corner here. But if I can be moving around like out here, where I have a little bit more ability to move around obstacles, I'm wondering if I could, in fact, get control of this situation. So we're going to try something like this. The problem here is that my window into the building is too small. Let's try to fix that. Okay, that was a reasonable try. That mission was just not doable with that squad, probably. Alright, yep, guest has changed their diplomatic relationship with me to the thing that it definitely already was. I've been recorded for violations, our squad will regenerate in 4 hours, yeah, whatever. It's all a lot of whatever. Let's do the thing that matters, I guess. My squad was not was not ready for that. I shouldn't have taken that mission. But I just wanted money so badly. Alright. They have a package for you. Here it is. I hoped it wouldn't be too long before we had the chance to get acquainted. I am Postmaster Zorbaz Englander of Parcel Tossers. That's a real Douglas Adams name right there. What's up, man? I think our factions would benefit from closer ties. I propose we sign a treaty. Well, you guys are a deliver... I guess? I don't think this could hurt. I just don't know what the value of it is. They've given us $520. That's cool. Yeah, parcel tossing. What a fun... Weird. At least we have some friends out here, I guess. It's good to have friends. Let's send the defense squad back to base. And hey, we're positive on money now, so that's cool. Alright. Let's encounter Sonata, and maybe they will have another relic here. We're very close to having the number of relics that we were told would be meaningful in some way, although I do not know in what way. Alright, what do we got? Gold Standard Intelligence confirms that there are civilians in this building who are about to become Sonata units. You need to take them out. Sorry, you want me to just run in there and murder civilians? Not that I don't murder civilians. Obviously, that's the thing I've done, but I try not to do it on purpose. Engaging before they're armed is highly questionable. The Council will certainly have some issues. We mustn't hesitate. This will prevent more casualties in the long run. Position to take them out once the building's unlocked. Make sure you watch your back and continue to cover the road because we are detecting a significant Sonata force inbound. Okay, we're not doing this, right? Like, even if it wasn't at par giving us this advice, I wouldn't want to do this. But also, it's at par giving us this advice, so... Alright, we're all the way back against the wall here. If something comes in off the street, we'll have time to respond to it, but I think we still have pretty solid cover on that door. We have a second pistol unit who can do the same thing over here. And then the real units are, like, we can have this guy here, and what I'm thinking is I want to have a nice wide coverage on this, I guess this is a window or something though, right? We'll be able to shoot through it, but shooting across it's probably not valuable. It's hard to know what is going to be safe in here. Let's have our sniper... The problem is that this is an engagement range where other units can actually fight. But our sniper has a good cover position. Like, we'll just see what happens. A sniper is not a unit that is useful on this mission. It's a little tricky because there are some units that are just completely useless at certain engagement ranges, like the turret, apparently. But also, like, the sniper is going to do a bad job here, right? If they have anything bigger than an SMG, the sniper is fighting at a disadvantageous range if there's anything, like, in here. But there's no place on this map where the sniper has a sightline that is useful. Except, we could put the sniper out here and have him just watching for reinforcements. But even if we do that, and the reinforcements come down this street, we lose, because there's a ton of barriers over here they can hide behind to approach this doorway. And actually, there's no position we could set up to watch for reinforcements from this direction. And if we don't know, like, we're detecting a Sonata force inbound, which means that we know where they are and where they're coming in, which means that they could have told me which direction they're coming from, but I have no way of knowing. And unfortunately, the fact that they can't tell us what direction they're coming from is, you know, probably largely a limitation of the procedural generation engine, because we don't know what the situation is going to be like on this mission, because it has to be a place in the actual city. What am I doing? Deploy over here. I guess we'll just do this. Keep this doorway covered until we know the situation a little bit more. And then you... Like, this guy, I want to keep my assault rifle in a good response position. Let's watch through the doorway, I guess. Because we don't know where the reinforcements are going to be coming in, so let's try to be ready for him, right? He can run pretty quickly to cover either of the doorways. I think that's really the best we can do. Alright, let's see. Everybody's looking in. They are converting, although, you know, it may be that they are arming up for safety's sake because we are trying to murder them. I don't think anybody could blame them for that one. I assume this guy can't get close enough to stop this minigun thing from happening. Yeah, we can make this path unavailable to them. And then this guy has no more value here once that's done, so he really needs to move around to the side. That's not even a door. What am I doing watching this? I guess the faction leader needs to be in a safe place no matter what. Right, like this guy needs to come around to a door, and it probably makes sense for him to come around to the door this way since this is already covered by the sniper.
System primed.
So you're not useful here, actually, it turns out. I guess we can preemptively do this.
System primed.
All the exits are closed, and this is a little bit...
Hostile neutralized. Hostile neutralized.
Look at this cowardice. Take out all these hostiles. You know, the word hostile. I'm detecting some approaching nasties. They'll be with us soon. Not sure where they'll emerge, though. Boy, I don't like the word emerge in this context. I don't know that I would describe these as hostiles. I don't think that's a fair description of the situation. And again, I don't feel super great about this, hey, let's shoot them while they're still civilians thing, but I guess the game's trying to give us some feelings, but it's doing that by making it so that we have to do the bad thing rather than, like, that I was convinced to do the bad thing. I think that's one of the lazier tropes in the way games approach morality.
Hostile.
But at least it did actually turn them into enemy units pretty quickly here. Okay. So it turns out they've come from both directions and absolutely just teleported in. That was going to be hard to deal with no matter what. Well... what I really want to do is get all the way to this wall and just deny the doorway, right? That also means the sniper has to move, like, maybe to here. And we're not going to be able to see the door from there. I want to have a little bit of cover. But I want to be able to see this way, as well as that door. We may not be able to do the cover thing. I may have to settle for this. Actually, this doesn't really make sense anymore. If this guy comes through, and right around here he starts aiming at me, I do get him, right? Obviously, it would be best our faction leader not die. This is a concern. Oh, that's that's a normal smoke unit, not a lethal smoke unit. So that's actually fine. These snipers are probably not real concerns, but there's a rifle guy camouflaged in there. So, like, let's say he tries to run through. Does our minigun get into position quickly enough to prevent that? It looks like he will. Kind of just barely, but yeah, it looks like he will. We can maybe do the shot a little bit earlier. All I need to do is get far enough to not be snipeable through the doorway, right? That's probably good enough. Like, this is the shot I'm afraid of. Yeah, okay, we're cool. We're fine. So that's a plan. Sniper needs to take up better positions. We probably have this under control, is my guess. Okay, apparently we are not going to be generating walkable paths at all times. Interesting how that works. So we actually maybe want to back up a little bit. Do not cancel aim. Yeah, I'm too close to the... a little bit too close to the wall here. This is under control. This is under control. The sniper's moving. The sniper's like the sniper. If we leave the sniper in place for a second, we might get a kill. Right, because we have a shot here. It looks like no, I'm not going to fire in time for it to matter. So where's the sniper at when a unit could cross this threshold? I guess we should have this guy run forward too. Because they're a little faster, right? Well, also they can get hung up on each other, apparently. That's not ideal. I'm just thinking, like, there's some point here where we want the sniper to turn around and start watching the doorway as well. It is very unlikely that these units are going to be a direct threat. My concern with wanting to be able to see this way is that we could have enemies break through here and get down eventually.
System primed.
Alright, I think we're pretty safe this turn, and we may even get a whole bunch of kills.
Hostile neutralized.
Alright, that could... I'm still not super clear on the Sonata rules. Could this person become a Sonata unit? I don't know. They're going to try to rush me from two sides at once, which is absolutely going to work. Sniper, stop moving. Start watching this doorway. No? It's cool, I don't need you to watch that doorway. Having some real problems with units not doing the thing I want them to do. How do I want to do this? How do I want to handle this? So our faction leader unit no longer has anything to do over on this side. Although, honestly, maybe we could use this guy to threaten the snipers out here. Because it takes so long for snipers to draw a bead. We could at least be running around out here in a way that probably is pretty safe, but also makes the snipers nervous enough to have to keep moving. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that they completely abandoned this entrance. I kind of thought this guy was going to provide a dual purpose of making sure we caught anybody who got through the pistol. Because, right, this pistol was rushable. If they both came through the doorway at the same time, they probably could have gotten him. One of them would have died, but they would have gotten him. Now it's looking like this doorway is maybe going to be the only thing that matters. That's my thinking with the faction leader. Just leave the pistol here and he'll guard this forever. Yeah, I was really hoping to just be able to break line of sight on that guy. Okay, what if this dude runs around the front? So is there a way... Here's the thing I don't know. Is there a way to tell a unit to ignore one specific other unit? I would have thought... Focus on enemy... focus on zone? What does this do? Right. Edit areas. Oh, okay. So remove that. I see. That's interesting. I did not realize that this was a tool that I had access to. So I'm telling him to focus on that area. Okay, well it turns out I can't get him no matter what, because there's enough line of sight breaks. But that's a neat tool that I did not realize we had access to. Let's delete that order. It's not actually useful. So actually, I can't interfere with this very much. So what we want to do is delete this order, move forward a little bit, then do it. What I'm thinking here is I want this guy to take as long as possible to get over to me. Put this thing directly between him and me, and then he has to hopefully move in a way that gets him killed. Nope, he's not even kind of vulnerable. Like, this is really what I need. I need a tight focus on that. I wonder if let's play with this focus on zone order a little bit. Shrink down the zone. I wonder if the size of the zone has any... Also, man, this is really not... Like, I want it to be centered on this point that apparently can only serve as a corner. Like, if I put it right here, and this guy runs... Stop edit areas. Okay. I put it right there, and this guy runs right through it. It does not make me target him in a way that is particularly sticky. I was hoping that it would, like, mark him as the most important target, and then I would continue to focus on him after he'd run out of it, but no such luck. So we actually just can't kill this guy, in a lot of cases. He has to screw up, basically. What if we have our faction leader do a very risky thing here? No, I'm not fast enough. Not gonna matter. Okay, so our only actual play here is this guy chooses not to do the thing that kills my my unit. Yeah, I don't actually have the ability to affect this at all. So we can't interfere with him at all. There's no sense in running around this way. Let's have this guy actually get inside the building. How about that? Somewhere around here, start looking into the doorway. How long are we looking at on that move? That's about half a turn worth of movement. Sniper's not actually going to get this guy because this guy's not going to stay visible, I assume. I'm just thinking if we could get inside the building, we can make use of all this very good cover in a way that they didn't. You just keep aiming at that doorway. Yeah, we're gonna have to hope. We may lose Minnie. Yeah, just temporarily. Just for a minute here. I don't know, my larger scale tactical planning today apparently is total garbage. Well, he didn't actually manage to get the kill. And actually, I don't have to duck. That guy ducked. What's the version of this where I hit this guy and close off the door while still shooting the maximum amount to that side? It's not great. I'm a little too close to the door. Gosh, I wish I could shoot while moving. Okay, they've both crouched in here. It'd be real dangerous to move in there against them. I don't think it's really valuable to do that. The AI is making no attempt to punish me for running outside, but even so, I should be wary of a sniper turning around. But obviously, we can probably kill this guy before he does anything. So yeah, if you try to run inside, you're just gonna get killed. Probably you have to abandon that plan entirely. We're going to get the sniper. We're probably going to lose Minnie, but Minnie taking out the sniper is actually pretty okay for us. I don't think you should move. I think you should stand right there and keep focus on that doorway because we may be able to deny both of these snipers. Yeah, the pistol's going to get the minigun kill, but not until after the minigun kills the sniper. So I think we're going to win this. Going to have a couple of units to regrow, but we're going to win this. Oh wow, that pistol guy did the worst possible version of that and actually did get himself shot by the sniper. So maybe we're not gonna have anybody to regrow. So I guess we just keep doing this. There's no reason to let the sniper in here. And I could rush with my faction leader in a way that I think is actually gonna be tricky for this guy to deal with. I think that like the best version of this is something like that, right? But because of the way the lines of sight here work, like I think we might actually be able to kill this guy. And then there's just 2 pistols here, so you actually... No, we should definitely still bring this guy around. Let's give the window a wide berth so that the pistols aren't dangerous, but... Try to make sure I'm not walking into a hail of bullets here. No, we'll have some time. Alright, there's also some chance that the sniper just misreads the situation and thinks it'll be safe to run in. I don't know, just watch over here. Like, they're crouched behind cover, but they might stand up, and if they do, I want to have a response to that.
System primed.
I think we're getting better at using pistol units. It turns out they're really only good for one job, but it's a job that comes up a lot. That's not true. They're good for 2 jobs. They're good for threatening units that can't fight normally. Did you... Hold on, I wasn't watching down here. Did you actually just fail to kill a guy who ran out? Is that a thing that is a real thing? Oh no, okay, that guy is neutralized. He's just being neutralized slowly. Okay, so out of curiosity, if I try this, I assume that I get pasted here. I can't believe that this has gone alright. Okay, you do get away fast enough. This guy stands and runs out as fast as he can. Does he make it in time? My guess is no. Yeah, just in time to get completely splattered all over the wall. And in fact, I could do this from further away and achieve a wider angle. Actually, I don't have to move that much to do this. I forgot how extremely huge the minigun cone is. Seems a little unfair, really. And then once our rifle is in position here, let's see. If you try to back up along the wall and get this shot, can you do that in time? No, you cannot. Okay, so obviously the plan is once this guy is backed off, we use these 2 together to take him down, but maybe because you're the faction leader, what you should actually do is run, take a little bit more of a defensive play here. This guy doesn't move at all. Then running is going to expose me to the laser sight. Apparently, oh no, he does have to move. Let's say he does that, though. We get caught by the fact that a shot is determined as lethal or not when it is fired, not when it hits. Okay. I think we're all right to just wait here. I know this seems like a little crazy, but remember, we're going to have somebody coming out the door as soon as we could be threatened. I think we're going to be okay. You're under control. Our sniper could probably start... Like, this is not valuable. Our sniper could start moving up with the intent of taking control of the doorway. This guy stays here because dude could still decide to change plans. But he's not allowed to leave the building under any circumstances. Also, I have some questions about at par and knowing ahead of time that these civilians were going to be turned into Sonata units. Okay, so he chose to take up a pretty bad angle here. One that is definitely going to make it possible for me to evade. Like, if he tries to move like this while holding that angle... Okay, he does lose me for a little while. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Everything's cool. This guy is still trapped. Just absolutely trapped. I think I just keep doing this for now. We could maybe make this a little bit more aggressive. Right, because I can make this doorway long before he can, so I can just start hosing down in here. But I'm thinking that maybe what I want to do is just keep the situation as safe as possible and then deal with it with everybody once the sniper's dead. Maybe that's not necessary. See, the thing is, I need to get to, like, here before... I need to be able to make a shot that can close off this doorway and close off this doorway. So actually, that's not trivial, given the angle that we're talking about. Although, I think we have a lot of time to work with here. Yeah, no, we're fine. But this guy tries to approach no matter what route he uses. He is definitely dead by the time he gets there. Obviously, this is still under control. Okay. Yeah, we got it, we got it, we got it. Wait. What if the sniper tries to bail on the plan? Okay. The last thing we needed to prepare for, really. The sniper is just, like, caught out, has no options. Did not correctly predict our play with the assault rifle. Wow, really? How on earth did you manage to miss that? Well, don't go anywhere. I don't think this is actually a better position for that pistol. Actually, I would like to be far enough forward that I don't leave the pistol any room to get back to the wall, like that. I don't know how, like, if you're able to get that snapshot, why weren't you able to get it there, which is closer, and still inside your focus diamond? I don't know. I could have sworn I selected this rifle. Okay. Alright, I think we're under control here.
Primed.
All this guy really can do is run into a field of fire that is waiting. Hey, look at that! The sniper got a kill! Miracles can happen. So yeah, why are we listening to At Par? Ever? Not to say that he was wrong, but like... Man, we didn't lose that. That was kind of crazy. Still have some serious reservations about this. I shouldn't be surprised by this kind of prevarication. The Council has always been pathetic when it comes to security. We made the wrong choice in letting him go. We're under-resourced and overstretched, as you well know. It's not about resources, it's a lack of prioritization and decisive action. Again, not really matching up with the events of the campaign so far. You've permitted the Raider menace to fester, and you've allowed Blue Sunlight to spread their poisonous dogma. No, that's not right. I have definitely intervened in that. The realization was an opportunity to reassert our values. You've squandered it, and you've become weak. This tired old argument won't get us anywhere. I know we can do more on security, but we're working toward the same objective here. Well, let's focus on the task at hand, then. My strategic analysts don't buy your learning theory. We believe Sonata is conducting an aggressive campaign of non-linear warfare as it amasses forces to destroy the city. It seems to be losing forces at a rate that cannot be sustainable. It's simply a rogue shape-form actor which is hell-bent on the destruction of our civilization. We don't need a debate. We need to shut it down. You understand that that's what the debate is about, though, right? How to shut it down? We have reason to believe that it is supported by sympathizers from within the city. This will require a reconfiguration of our defensive posture. I'll be in touch. We should definitely have just shot him. We have to keep them on side. Their military capability is going to prove vital. Again, they don't have any... The story's breaking down a little bit here. Alright, Eldon Kellerman of Hope Ridge would like us to keep up this level of response, but he's not going to pay me to do so or anything. Alright, yeah, you guys go back to your home base. We actually still have the Disrupt Faction activity quest thing. We could still go try to do this. What's our strike team is regenerating. They have 4 minutes remaining. You know what? Let's give it another go, but this time with the good strike team. King Flame. King Flame knows what's up. He knows what to do. He'll figure this out. The second defense squad is on their way home already, so the base won't be abandoned for too long. But I think, yeah, the relic we had here is already expended, so also it won't really cost us that much if we lose this. I mean, it would be bad, but not going to be heartbreaking. Alright, well, we're going to try to clean up the mess that we left. I got to figure out how to use this turret unit. I'm sure it's cool. I'm sure it's effective at a thing. Our problem is that we don't yet know what that thing is. So, I'm going to call it here for today. We have a mission going. We are on our way to do a thing, hopefully, to secure a little bit more funding. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see if the second punch goes any better than the first one did. And we'll see you then.